Good afternoon guys, and welcome back to a brand new vlog. We are currently in Hellesylt. It's Iona's maiden port call here. She's never been here before and it's such an awesome little town. What would you call it, a city? Is it a town city? It's awesome. And look at this, guys, how gorgeous. And you can see Iona in the distance there. She's absolutely massive. If you look at the size, you wouldn't think a ship of Iona's size would even fit in a port that small. You can even see the docking area doesn't even go across the full ship. It literally only covers the first tiny little bit. It's crazy, but look at that. What a gorgeous place. When else would you visit this port? Awesome. But anyway guys, if you've not seen me before, my name is Dalimore and welcome back to my Iona cruise vlog series. If you like this type of content, make sure you smash that like button, and if you haven't clicked subscribe already, hit that subscribe button. We're honestly just absolutely having the best week with P&O'S Iona. It's so lovely. And just as you get off Iona, you're greeted with this awesome waterfall. Oh my god, unbelievable. We're just literally on the opposite side of the Iona. Basically, as you get off the ship, you can see the Iona there. As you get off the ship, there's like a path that takes you all the way around and brings you to like this foresty area. Honestly, right, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Before we docked at this port, I was a bit apprehensive about this port, not because of anything. This port was like a cancellation of a different port. We were meant to be going somewhere else and then we were brought here. I don't know why the other port was closed. I think that there's something wrong with the dock or something. I'm not 100% sure, but when we got off, me and Con were like, there doesn't seem to be a great deal here. And I know for some people, they want to be like explore and they want to hike. Con's not the biggest hiker. Like, I would love a hike, but Con isn't into hiking. And obviously, hiking isn't everyone's cup of tea and you only get a certain amount of hours at port. But what I will say about this port is actually you don't need to walk far up into the mountains or anything, because everything is on your doorstep and it's so quiet, it's so nice. Honestly, I can't wait for you to visit this port. I believe it's Iona's maiden here. It's never been here before, and I'm really excited for some of you to visit this port because it's lovely. It's really nice. And do you know, with this port, just get off the ship and just take it chilled. Just enjoy the day and just, yeah, take it all in. So now we're just on another little hike. You can see Iona there. So if any of you are ever like a little bit worried about, well, I don't want to venture too far away from the ship, the Iona's just to your left here. And we're just climbing up these rocks. You can imagine Con behind me is puffing and panting, just like me. And we're going up. I don't know how far we're going to climb this. Not too far, I don't think, because, yeah, I just can't see us climbing this too far. But it's gorgeous. It's so nice. So if you're into hiking, oh, honestly, why haven't you already booked the Fjords? This is up a hiker's street. Honestly, look at this. Wow. Gorgeous. We'll get a selfie here, Con, surely, on my way back. We haven't had enough selfies. You can never have enough selfies. Oh my god, it's like a proper little forest. And we've more or less made it to the top of our hike. You can go much further, but me and Con have decided not to because it is definitely a two-handed job, this. And I had to put the camera away at some points because climbing up, I'm going to show you in a sec, it is very, very steep. But look at this view of Iona. Honestly, yeah, unbelievable. So I suppose the plan is now, Con, is we can either carry on hiking, which we're not doing, because, yeah, we just can't. Or the other option is to go back down the way we came and head back to the ship, which, to be honest, is going to have to be our plan because time is getting on. And, you know, I was just saying to Con, you can see people, I'll zoom in for you, you can see people relaxing on the ship there, just chilling. They're probably looking at us going like, oh my god, I can't imagine. Do you know as well, can you see people in the retreat? Oh yeah, there's people in the retreat as well. That's the first time I've seen other humans in the retreat on this cruise. Yeah, you can just see 2 people in the jacuzzi. And you can see people in the infinity pools as well. Thank God I can't zoom in too much because people have said they've seen some action in them in infinity pools. And it's not the sort of action you would see in a movie. Well, maybe some movies, but not the movie you'll see on my channel. Right, we're going to head into Joker because I need to pick some stuff up. Basically, guys, I've ran out of clothes. So when we started this cruise, I packed enough clothes for every single day. But because of all the weather changes and all the wetness and everything, I've went through all my clothes. So we need to buy some washing detergent. I found some washing detergent. We've got Umo Expert Colour, which is around about £6.50. for this. That's 16 washes. That's quite pricey, to be honest, for washing detergent, but if it's what I need, it's what I need. But it's been a lovely day, really nice day. I'm excited to get back on the ship. Me and Con are thinking for sail away to head up to the retreat, so that's what we're going to do. We've actually not been in the retreat. Well, I went in there yesterday, obviously, as you would have seen in the last vlog, and that was really nice, but Con's not been up there for the jacuzzi, so we might do that for sail off. But yep, I would say this has been one of my favourite ports. I've really enjoyed it, and I think it's because I didn't expect much from it, and it's just been brilliant. So, and that's us now pulling out of this amazing port. Honestly, like I say, one of my favourite ports that I've ever visited. It is so nice. I can't believe me and Con literally walked all the way up to pretty much the top there. It was just so nice. And we're now actually turning out of the port because literally, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier in the vlog, but where we were before, there was no way we could turn around where the ship was. So we've had to basically reverse a tiny little bit and now turn around to head through the fjords. Honestly, I was just saying to Con before, when we booked this cruise, I was a bit gutted that we had the front-facing cabin, and the only reason being was because I was panicking that we would get a lot of movement at the front of the ship, and obviously it's Con's first cruise. I was panicking that, you know, it might have been not ideal for him, but now I'm glad I've booked the front-facing cabin, and the main reason being is we get views from this side, but then we also get views. Oh, sorry, Con, I just knocked Con's phone out of the hand. And we also get views from that side as well. So, honestly, if you're doing a Norwegian Fjords cruise, the front-facing cabin, you are going to get left and right views. Obviously, side view is also good, but oh, this is just everything, honestly. So we're actually, usually the ship will go left, but we're actually going right because the captain has taken us to view a waterfall down here. And look, you can actually see these poor people. Now, I was just laughing with Con. If he was in one of them right now, he'd be panicking. He'd be like, move out of the way, quick. We need to get out of the way. Bless them. They look like they're having the best day. Can you imagine what the views are of this ship from down there? Must be lovely. Wow. Absolutely blown away. Looks unbelievable. And this is it. Look at it. OMG. Beautiful. Unreal. Absolutely unbelievable. And then there's another waterfall here. Can you see it? Sorry, my big head's in the way. Look at that. Oh my god. Just thought I would quickly add this, just for anyone who is travelling with anyone who relies on phone signal or relies on Wi-Fi. One of the downsides of the Norwegian fjords, and I hate saying this because it makes me sound like such a diva, but I rely on signal obviously for my job. I do Instagram, YouTube, social media, so obviously I rely on the internet, and the internet has been pretty horrendous this holiday, but obviously it makes up for the amazing views. But I just thought I would mention that just for anyone who might want to try and like work, might want to work while you're on holiday. And I know like for some years you don't have to work, but unfortunately I do have to work when I'm on holiday. And yeah, just bear that in mind. Signal is really bad. Right, well, we're all dressed up now, and well, I say dressed up, kinda dressed up, and we're eating at Sindhu, and Con's just said the dreaded words. Our clothes, well, Con's clothes feel a lot tighter on him, and I said, trust us. I know, sorry, am I just like really like exposing? Yeah, no, honestly, trust us. My face is looking more like an egg as these vlogs go on. And tonight we're eating at Sindhu. So yeah, Sindhu is one of the premium restaurants here on board Iona. And to be honest, you'll find Sindhu on many of the cruise ships with P&O. And we're just literally looking at the menu now. Con's gonna get the puff flatbreads, which is the vegan option for $5.50, and then I'm gonna get the chicken, the buttered chicken. In regards to mains, I'm not 100% sure what we're gonna get. I don't really know. Con's only got one option, and then I think I'm gonna get the. I really want the lamb, but it's quite spicy. It's 2 on the spicy scale, so. I don't know, I could get the chicken again, but it comes with noodles. But in the end, Cons went for some flatbread. And look how healthy mine looks, guys. See, I'm trying to be all nice and healthy and, you know, keep the calories down, and Con's just making a mess. Look at that. And mains have arrived. I've gone for the duck. Cons went for the vegetable dishes. And then look at the things in the middle. We've got rice, more vegetables, some nice sauces, some naans. Oh, this is very nice. And I've actually got my duck well done as well. I've actually never had duck from an Indian before, so I'm interested to see what this is like. Right, now let's try this duck. Oh, it is well done. Oh, it cuts really, oh my god. God, has anyone got a chainsaw? I meant that in a polite way. Look at how good that looks, nice and juicy. Bottoms up.
Lovely, thank you.
It's very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I like duck. So.
It's lovely, yeah. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. It's gorgeous. Now leaving the Norwegian fjords. You can actually just see the edge of the mountain there, and that's us basically officially leaving. And basically what the captain said is we're going to basically come out here for an hour and then turn right and then go into the next fjord, and we're meant to be docking at 6:30 in the morning tomorrow, which is awesome. But we've actually just left Sindhu, and honestly it was so nice. The only thing I will say is it's a lot of food, and I know like for some years you'd be like, well, that's nothing to complain about. I just feel like when you're on a cruise you're eating all the time. It feels like you're just constantly eating, and it's just like, oh I don't know, it's just a bit too much. But yeah, it was lovely, it was really nice. Starters were a bit disappointing for both me and Con. I wasn't keen on my starter. It was alright, it just was quite dry. The meat was really dry. Con was just not keen at all. He ended up just eating the poppadoms, which he really enjoyed. But then the mains were really nice. So yeah, obviously maybe it was just the starters we had, and also we had room service a couple hours ago, so that probably didn't help either. But also, my Winnie the Pooh jacket's dry. I put it in the dryer earlier. It's still a little bit damp. I could have done with about another 20 minutes in the dryer, but it's doing alright now. Quick one, I want you to guess what time you think it is right now. Take one quick guess before I tell you. What does it look like to use? 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock? Guys, it's 10 to 10, and this is how light it is. there's no way it's getting dark anytime soon. Do you know, everyone online said one of the most weirdest things about when you do the Norwegian fjords is how light it stays, how longer, but I didn't expect this. Good morning from Haugesund, our next port, and this is our final port of our cruise, and look how awesome it is. Do you know, someone online said to me this was like the least attractive port, like people said it wasn't very nice to look at. This is gorgeous. Obviously I know there's some construction there, but look at all these nice trees, and look at the sea in the background, it's bloody lovely. So it was quite a bumpy night last night. We yeah, basically what happened was there was 4 passengers that were late getting to the ship because they were on an excursion coming back, I believe, or they were basically coming back from somewhere, and they were like half an hour late, so it meant that the ship couldn't set sail for half an hour. But then something else happened, and I think the captain had said we ended up being like an hour late, and we tried to catch up, but I think the weather was quite bad last night. So well, in fact, I know it was bad last night because we could feel it. So we've actually arrived at the port an hour later. So our port time today is 10:30 till 5:30. It should have been 9:30, 4:30, but we've got till 5:30 today. So me and Con are basically just going to explore the city. We have no plans again today. We're just going to explore a bit of Norway again, Haugesund. I'm very excited. It is a bank holiday today, or a national holiday in Haugesund. So they were saying on the tannoy before that the port might be quiet, there might not be a lot of shops open, but the coffee shops and the restaurants are still open. So hopefully we'll be able to pick up maybe a couple of souvenirs, have a look around some little shops, and then maybe pick up a light lunch or a coffee in one of the restaurants. Really excited. It's our first like city because obviously we missed the first one. And we're now off the ship. Con's got a map which was kindly gifted by the port team at this port. And God, look, one last look at Iona, because this is our last dock before we get back to Southampton. And Con was saying, so the options are you can pay for a shuttle bus, which is 60 krone, which is about £5 each, or you can just walk to the town centre, which takes around about 15 minutes. So we've just decided, you know what, to save time, well, not to save time, but to save money, I should say, we're just going to walk. And that's what I will say, just a quick one, and this is not a negative thing, but I suppose it'll help you guys when it comes to getting off the ship. When you get off at some ports, I've not really found it at the Norwegian fjords, but I have found it on other cruises, where when you get off, you'll have all these like agents that'll be like, do you want to get on a bus? This bus will take you straight to the city centre, and then they'll say it costs this amount. But then if you actually just ask the question, well, actually, how long does it take to get to the city centre? The man's just said, well, actually, it's only a 10 to 15 minute walk. So you've just got to be mindful that sometimes, maybe ask the question before you part with money, because obviously it's their job to try and make money and sell excursions and sell transportation and things like that. So it's always worth just asking the question, well, like me and Con did, well, actually, how long will it take to get to the city centre? 10 minutes. And it saved us, you know, about, well, it was 6 there, 6 back, so that's what, no, sorry, 60 there, 60 back, so that's £5 there, £5 mass, that's 10. So we've just saved 20 quid between us, which could be served for a coffee or a drink. Then imagine if you're a family of 4, you know what I mean, you can save a lot of cash. Currently a bank holiday in Haugesund, well, all across Norway it's a bank holiday, so everywhere is really, really quiet, but I feel like all the P&O Iona cruise ship have all like congregated in one area, but all the shops on this street seem to be open, and there's some really good classical shops actually. We were a bit worried before because we were walking around aimlessly and there was nothing open. It seems like now certain things are open on this street. I tell you what we have found that's open, this sweet shop which looks unbelievable. Oh, con Cheetos. They're not like the American Cheetos though. Look at all of this pick and mix. You just want to go crazy. Look at the size of that jelly. Oh, banana split. Bubblegum. I've got a friend called Lisa that would love this right now. She loves Lay's, honestly. We also have Skittles as well. And look what we found, guys, a telephone box. I never thought in Norway I would find a telephone box, but here we are. You can't use it, it's just for people to take pictures of, but yeah. Oh, we've actually found a lovely little coffee shop in the middle of Haugesund. It is so nice in here, and we've just met some lovely viewers. Honestly, we've met so many of you guys on this trip. It has been honestly so nice, and so many of you have stopped to say congratulations because you've seen my post on social media in regards to mine and Con's life changes, which is so kind. If some of you guys aren't aware, I don't even know if I've told you in these vlogs, me and Con have just been approved as adopters, and we're going through family finding, so we're going to have a child soon. So this is like, if you're thinking, what are you going on about, the news and stuff, that is the reason why. Moment of truth. I just said to Con, I think this is going to be really strong. Let's give it a go. Oh my god, that is one of the strongest cappuccinos I've ever had. It's pretty though, it looks nice. You know, looking at it, it looks like quite like sweet, doesn't it? Like it looks like it would be, I don't know, like quite sugary. It's not, it is just pure coffee. This will keep me up all night. We really enjoyed our coffee, and we're just now looking at, like, they've got their own like little snacks. Look at this nice thing here. Apologies, I'm looking at some of these and I'm just calling them snacks, and like I don't even know if this is a snack because obviously I don't speak Norwegian, so let me know in the comments if you know what some of this is. But obviously I can tell that's chocolate over there, which is just so nice, but like some of this doesn't look like chocolate. Oh, does that say scones? That says scones. Obviously they're not here, they should be there. Do you know, I'm just saying that could be scones, it might not be. Do you know what as well, I don't know if I've told you yet, but next week I'm going to Florida, so there's going to be a brand new vlog series of Florida starting, so hopefully that series should come out for you next week, because this is the final cruise vlog series, well, final cruise vlog. But when we go to Florida, we're actually going to be trying out Royal Caribbean for the first time. We're actually boarding Independence of the Seas for a 3-night Bahamas cruise, which I am so excited for, so stay tuned for that. And if you're not already following me on Instagram, make sure you check out my Instagram, because by now we should have got off that ship and I would have shared all my full experience on there, so make sure you check that out. And guys, we have came across a cupcake shop that looks unbelievable. We are definitely heading in here, and this is the cupcake Con's gone for. But this store is honestly unbelievable. There's so many choices of cupcakes. Everything is just so nice. I've actually went for a Costa coffee because I am on a diet, but Con obviously isn't, so he's just being really naughty and eating a full cupcake. That was so nice. Honestly, I had a try of Con's cupcake. Oh, it was so good. Honestly, if I wasn't trying, like with us going away next week to America, I'm really trying to be good, because I'll barely, honestly, some of the rides at Universal have got very tight restraints and I'm like literally touch and go for some of them. So yeah, I was just thinking, so I could not eat anymore. Like I've already been quite bad on the cruise, so I'm like, I'm not gonna add it anymore. We've got 2 days left of this cruise, which is obviously all going to be in this one vlog for you guys, and I'm adamant for these last 2 days I'm going to be good, and then I've got a week at home before then we fly off. So yeah, but honestly, that Costa was nice. Do you know what, honestly, it's just so nice, like having your home comforts but then trying some new things. So like, we've tried Costa, we've tried traditional coffee. I was going to say coffee there. Tried traditional coffee. Like I say, back to what I was saying before, it is a shame that it's the bank holiday or things are closed here, but we're still having a really, really nice day. And I think as well, it helps that it is a little bit quieter here, because I can imagine on like a normal day it would be really, really busy and there'd be a lot of people here. So it's nice that we've kind of got it to ourselves in a way. Well, that is us heading back to the Iona. Unfortunately, because of it being a national holiday here, there hasn't been a great deal open. Me and Con were just saying there, we do feel a bit gutted to be heading back to the ship, because it is only 2:30. We have spent about 3.5 hours here and we've seen a lot. We have seen a lot of the port. Like I say, if it was like a normal day, a lot more would be open, but it's not. So, but like I say, I feel like we've seen enough. This is it. We're going back on the Iona. Oh, I'm so excited to get back on board. We're actually really, really hungry. We actually haven't eaten much today, so I think we're going to go and grab some lunch on the ship. Right, we are back on the ship and we are heading to the quays. Now, we've actually not shown you the quays yet, but the best way to explain it is, imagine like a chip shop. So basically you've got like a takeaway options where you basically come up with your tray and there's various different options for you to choose. So for example, on hook, line and vinegar, you've got the option of traditional fish and chips, and you get your sides of curry sauce, pickled onions, pickled gherkins, mushrooms, and then you've got the Asian kitchen, and these are your options. So you've got katsu chicken curry, Malaysian spicy pork with peanut sauce, and some steamed rice. We have tried neither, so it's going to be interesting. Connor's actually going for the Asian, and I'm actually going to get the fish and chips. And just a quick reminder as well, the Keys is on deck 8 on the promenade. It's not part of the buffet, it's a few decks below the buffet. So I highly recommend, on the promenade right next to the atrium. And that's it guys, we are sailing out of Norway, sailing out of Haugesund, ready to hit the North Sea back to Southampton. I'm blown away as well because one of you guys have just messaged me on Instagram to say I've just hit 14,000 followers, and I didn't even notice honestly, because Instagram doesn't really notify you. It doesn't like say, oh, you've hit a milestone or anything. Oh, we're rocking a bit. But yeah, thank you so much, man. Honestly, I really, really appreciate it. When I started this account, I never thought it would grow to having 14,000 years join me on these trips. So thank you so much. The captain said, yeah, it's gonna obviously we dock in Southampton very early on Saturday morning. We should pull in around about 6 a.m. And me and Connor are like, no, our 4G's going. We're like, please give us signal. Yeah, that's no phone now for 36 hours. It's with the Wi-Fi, obviously connect the Wi-Fi, but the Wi-Fi, as I've said earlier, is absolutely atrocious here on board Iona. I wouldn't recommend it at all unless you're ready just to chuck. You might as well just get your £75 and just flush it down the toilet. It's that bad. But yeah, like, if you do get the Wi-Fi, just speak to guest services if you do have issues, because that's what I've done a few times, and they've been quite helpful. Kind of, they've tried to do their best. Obviously, it's nothing they can do. It's the signals. They're relying on whatever. But yeah, Con, you can see them waves are getting a bit bigger. The captain said that we should have nice weather tomorrow sailing down the English Channel. Not the English Channel, the North Sea. Well, we are going to come into the English Channel towards the back end of tomorrow night. But he said there will be very high winds at the forward part of the ship, which is basically where we are. So we might not be having this door open pretty much after tonight. Well guys, we're pretty much coming towards the end of our cruise now, which is always a very, very sad time. And if you've cruised recently, it feels like these cruises just fly over, you get on them, and then it's pretty much time to get off. But do you want me to let you in on a little secret of mine? The best way to cure the cruise blues is to book another.
'Cause she left me here alone. Now my bed feels just like cobblestone. Oh, why did she go? Oh, was I supposed to know that she'd leave? Was I too naive to think that she'd be the one? Whoa, why did she go? I met her back in 2005. It was her crooked little smile that caught my eye. Time went by and it was her and I. She promised me to never leave my side, but she left me here alone. I know it's dumb, I still check my phone, 'cause I can't move on. Whoa, why did she go? Whoa, was I supposed to know that she'd leave? Was I too naive to think that she'd be?
That's it guys, we're off for the Iona. We're now home. It's been a couple of days since. If you have watched all 3 parts of my Mine and Con's Iona vlog series, then thank you so much. We honestly had the best 7 days. Honestly, we really did. It was just honestly amazing, and it has been so cool because I've had so many DMs of you guys saying that you have now booked the Iona, or you're planning on booking the Iona, which is honestly just absolutely awesome. And if you have booked the Iona, then I hope, or if you're planning on going on the Iona, I hope you have the best time. Honestly, you will absolutely love it. She is an amazing ship. Just for clarity, not everything was perfect with the holiday. There was a couple of things that I still don't understand with the Iona that, like, I just, yeah, like, one, right, so let me tell you, right, Iona has the most strangest feature in the bathrooms. It has sliding doors. Do you know, like, how you would usually, like, go into a bathroom and it's an open door situation, or like some bathrooms these days don't have doors and it's contactless? The Iona has sliding doors that like to open when you're in the middle of your bathroom break. Honestly, I'm not joking. It is really not good. I hope P&O really sort it out. I decided not to put the bit of footage in that I was going to put in the original clip of the bathroom door opening in the middle of a situation, but I'll not put you through that. Not in this series anyway. But anyway, again guys, thank you so much. As you would have seen on our last clip, we have, well, potentially planning on booking, or have we booked? I'll obviously let you know later in the year. We're potentially going on a maiden voyage of a cruise this year with P&O. I'll keep you in the loop. It's not 100%. Obviously, I'll let you know on Instagram if it does happen. But yeah, it's not 100%, it might happen, but I'll let you know first. Before I close off this video, I just want to say a huge thank you to the P&O service team, the P&O customer service team, the P&O waiters and waitresses and housekeeping team. They honestly work so hard and they're absolutely brilliant, honestly, and the least you can do is give them a smile and say thank you, because they honestly are the best staff ever. They can't do enough for you on that ship. In regards to any cruises you'll go on, they can't do enough for you, and it was just so nice to be on there. And it was so nice because so many of the staff were just so appreciative that they had passengers back on board, and that is always nice to see, and they just really enjoy their jobs. So yeah, big thumbs up to the P&O team. And then lastly, I think I need to let you in on a little secret. So right now, and I mean literally right now, me and my best friend Liam are heading to Walt Disney World in Florida. So if you're into some of that content, if you like Disney vlogs, if you're into Florida vlogs, then stay tuned, because literally from next week, Florida vlogs will start again. And another one, even if you're not into Florida content and you're not into Disney vlogs or anything like that, then you may want to stick around, because me and Liam are doing a bargain cruise, and I mean a bargain. I think it will cost more for us to spend 2 nights in Manchester's airport hotel than what it would for what we've paid for this cruise. We are going on Independence of the Seas with Royal Caribbean for a 3-night Bahama cruise, which honestly I am just so excited, so stay tuned for that. And then another big thing that's going to happen in this Florida series, I have never driven abroad before, ever. I've never driven in another country, and me and Liam have decided to rent a car in Florida. God help us. Honestly, God help us. You're going to see how I get on in the next few vlogs. I've been sitting all weekend, all through the Jubilee weekend, reading up notes, reading up on speaking to other vlogger friends who drive all the time, reading up how they get on. And yeah, guys, just keep all your fingers and toes crossed for me and Liam as I embark on renting a car in Florida, and you guys will see it all. You'll probably have about a 15-16 part of vlog series coming, including the cruises. So that should keep you going for the next few weeks. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for all the support. Thank you so much for all the support in these vlogs. If you've liked this content, make sure you smash that like button, and if you haven't clicked subscribe already, hit that subscribe button so you do not miss the Florida vlogs. If you're a Patreon member, then stay tuned, because Patreon members should have access to the vlogs already. And also, if you're a Patreon member, thank you so much for the support. It means the absolute world. Honestly, it really does. And yeah, I'm so excited, guys. We need to get going to Florida right now. So anyway, I will see you soon. And yeah, wish me luck with the driving. I am nervous about it. Bye guys, see you soon. Bye. What I will say though about the Iona is one of the worst features is these automatic doors that they have on board. So what actually happens is when you go in, and if you've been on this ship, you know exactly what I'm talking about. When you go into the bathroom, you have to stand there and wait for the automatic door to close, and sometimes it doesn't close. And literally what's just happened there is I went into the bathroom, went to like do my business, and then the door just randomly opened. Honestly, you'll know what I mean if you've been on the ship. Con, sum up, sail away. Just out of 10. I'll not ask you to speak. Just out of 10. If it's not a 10, I'm going to be disappointed.
No.
A 7?
Delete.
A delete. You're fine. Out of 10. And we've heard we're actually heading to the retreat. Not the retreat. We've actually been... Oh, God, it's wet. And guys, welcome... Oh, God, it's... Good evening, guys, and welcome back to a brand new vlog. Today, we are in the port Hellesylt, or something like that. I am butchering the name. I have no clue how to say the port of... Good morning, guys, and welcome back to a brand new vlog. This evening, we are... Oh my God, it's not...